In the last solo episode, we learned how staying in the moment is the most important part of pursuing any goal and some tips on how to live in the power of now. We also talked in solo episode 28, 3 fun questions to help choose your goal in life about your strengths, interests, and people you aspire to be like. Well, today we'll add a few more questions that help us make sure that we're building our goals in alignment with our true values and our lifestyle needs. And at the end, there's a wild bonus that sure you could have just asked an AI bot to create for you, but I rattle off 131 values that we could base our decisions on. I find hearing a list like this can really help us reflect on the questions about who we are, why we work, and where we want to go. So before we get into the 3 questions that help us plan our values and lifestyle, I want to talk a little bit about why we want to make sure that we know our values and our lifestyle goals first before choosing what to create and what business to start. Alex Hermosi has shared that he doesn't like the word should, but I think in the context that I am about to use the word, it makes complete sense. As humans, we are supposed to change constantly, and ideally for the better. We should become increasingly creative, humble, and kind. We should become more vulnerable, passionate, and learn more. We should always pursue clarity by discarding what is no longer true and building on top of what currently matters to us. And we should craft our life and work around our current core defining principles, or values for short. Yet, society often leads us to believe that staying the same, crafting a specific routine, and predictability are the most valuable things. Many of us are steered toward a particular industry, organization, or job that simply does not feel in harmony with our personal values. All of these mixed messages lead us, no matter our age, to feel conflicted. In order to feel less conflicted, we should do a personal alignment check. Just like we would do with the alignment for our car, we need to make sure that we are finding our own alignment. Achieving our greatest ambitions will never come easy. We will experience many ups and downs, and we might not even survive. But the pursuit is worth it if we are living in alignment. Like a car without alignment, we could veer off course. And the more aligned that our wheels are, the better we can keep our trip between the lines. In order to know if we are living in alignment, we benefit from our ability to answer 3 big questions. Now sure, we can have conflicts between the work we're doing and the values that we stand for. In fact, most likely at any given time we will. So the goal should be to do a little bit each day to get more and more aligned. We should learn more and more about our personal values so that our work can become more and more an extension of what we stand for. The 3 big questions that we need to answer in order to figure out if we are in alignment are: who are you, why do you work, and what do you want to do? It can be really stressful to try and quote unquote figure life out, and for some of us that question eats away at the minutes of our day until we don't even have time left to live. This is another reason why I use the handle @JustTries, because it puts a premium and emphasis on taking action. Many of us overanalyze and worry about what we could do in life, but the only way to figure it out is to ditch the speculation, stop obsessing, and start living. However, if we leave these 2 big alignment questions up to randomness, we can quickly end up in a cycle of confusion, sort of spinning our tires instead of taking action. There are 2 metaphors that I love to think of when it comes to revisiting the idea of who we are and who we want to be. The first is to think of the person we are as a statue, completely covered in rust, caked in mud, and then buried beneath a collapsed building. There's no way that we can see what it is, but if we pull back all the debris and we clean it off, we'll find the beautiful statue within. Similarly, I like to paint a picture of a diamond ring accidentally being dropped into the most disgusting outhouse toilet in the world, only to be discovered years later after so many people have used that restroom, and as gross as it sounds, once we shine it up, we'll find the beautiful diamond within. These examples create a tremendous, although kind of gross, visual of what it's like to feel one way on the outside, but to have all of your values intact on the inside. And once we can uncover them, all of that beauty can shine. As I mentioned at the top, in solo episode 28, we looked at strengths, interests, and inspirations to hint at things that you might want to try. Well, now we're going to look at identity, our work needs, and lifestyle desires that are based on our values. Uncovering these true values is like cleaning off our statue or cleaning off that diamond ring, because the beauty is already inside us. It might just be covered up. Now, if we fail to make uninterrupted time to reevaluate these and figure out who we are and what we really want, then our beauty will stay covered up. It might even get covered up more, and we'll end up settling for things in life. So don't waste any time. Discover who you really are. Start right away, right this instant, by answering some of these questions for yourself. Designers love questioning things. And what would be more important than designing our lives? In today's activity, we are going to think of 3 big questions that connect our life and our life's work. I like to call it the life design triangle. To do this, separate a piece of paper into 3 sections, or use 3 different pieces of paper. Either way, write down the following headings. Who are you? Why do you work? And what do you want to do? Remember, while these prompts provide a lot of ideas and suggestions, there are no right or wrong answers. Just go with your gut and write down what comes to mind. Past, present, or future, the idea is to reflect and record on these 3 topics. Who are you? For one, list the top 10 values you want to have in your life. 2, what gives meaning to your life? And 3, list the most important must-haves for your future when it comes to self-care, family, health, money, hobbies, and friends. The second section or big topic is why do you work? Number 1, list the top 10 values you want to have in your work. 2, what gives meaning to your work? 3, do you consider your current work a short-term project, temporary job, or a lifelong dedication? And finally, 4, what experience have you had that you think you would like to have more of? And what experiences have you had that you think you would like to have less of? And the last big section, what do you want to do, kind of combines everything, sort of like dream planning, future proofing your brain. The first question is, where do you want to work, or what do you want to do for work? 2, what would the best work and life schedule and culture look like for you in terms of the people you work with, size or scale of company, business, or department you work for, dress code, day-to-day routine, schedules, rewards, communication, and goals that are tied to your life and work? And finally, what would you like to try as a hobby or a pastime that you think will bring you enjoyment, creativity, and allow time to fly by when you're doing this activity? Now, in total, those are 10 questions split into 3 sections that, combined with our previous episode about strengths, interests, and inspirations, you have every single prompt, question, and reflection idea that you need to brainstorm and mind map every possible thing that gives you all of the hints and clues that you need to plan for the life that you want in your future. Of course, you don't have to answer all of them. Even answering a few can be helpful, but the more you do, the more well-rounded ideas that you'll have in terms of setting that big one thing goal that we're going to set in the next few episodes. Now, as a bonus, I promised I'm going to read 131 values that can make the foundation of these decisions that we make related to life and work a lot easier. But first, a quick reminder, this is a forever game. It will always evolve and shift. So don't beat yourself up about it. Not only are you not going to have these things figured out forever, but right when you think you do have them figured out, things will change again. And that's okay. The point is to find the single right answer for you for now and work toward the closest we can get to having it all figured out. So here goes, 131 values that you could have. Power, popularity, spontaneity, collaboration, equality, tradition, variety, money, vitality, assurance, honesty, integrity, responsibility, respect, compassion, empathy, kindness, gratitude, forgiveness, trust, loyalty, diligence, perseverance, patience, courage, humility, self-discipline, accountability, open-mindedness, fairness, objectivity, authenticity, creativity, unity, control, duty, structure, discovery, affluence, contentment, excitement, curiosity, flexibility, adaptability, ambition, bravery, confidence, independence, initiative, ingenuity, innovation, leadership, learning, mindfulness, optimism, resilience, self-awareness, self-care, self-improvement, selflessness, humor, sensitivity, sincerity, spirituality, teamwork, tolerance, understanding, wisdom, altruism, authenticity, balance, wellness, boldness, caring, cleanliness, community, cooperation, decency, dependability, determination, discipline, empowerment, enthusiasm, excellence, exploration, family, love, generosity, global awareness, growth, health, originality, efficiency, speed, hospitality, inclusivity, innovation, justice, knowledge, longevity, rewards, loyalty, modesty, nurturing, orderliness, passion, peace, philanthropy, pragmatism, prosperity, punctuality, rationality, reliability, resourcefulness, security, service, simplicity, social responsibility, stability, thoughtfulness, tolerance, transparency, entertainment, consistency, routine, energy, belonging, adventure, dignity, minimalism, and environment. Thank you so much to everyone for listening, and especially for those of you who pass this on to other people who might benefit from learning, growth mindset, and goal setting. It really means the world. I know from hearing from a few of you that this has changed lives already, and being able to do that for many more people, I just can't think of a bigger dream myself. So I just want to say thank you, all the best. Until the next episode, just keep learning.